Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a requested video all about the PEAR fragrance note and my favourite and best PEAR perfumes. If you're new here, then welcome to my channel. It's all about perfumes. I have hundreds and hundreds of other videos all about different perfume notes, perfume ranges, so do check them out if you're a perfume fan like me. And if you're a regular here and you haven't subscribed yet, then do hit that subscribe button and show your support. So PEAR is one of my favourite perfume notes. I love fruity notes in perfume, and PEAR is something that I find so warming and comforting in a fragrance. It's fruity, but it's not tropical. It's fresh and it's quite sort of aquatic. You know, if you think of a pear, it's full of water, right? So it's a very, very uplifting but calming and warming ingredient in my opinion. And it's in one of my favourite perfumes, which is of course Jimmy Choo Eau de Parfum. This is Toffee, Pear and Patchouli. I am obsessed with this perfume. I could drown myself in this perfume. It has the sweetness of the toffee, but then the warmth of the pear, and of course toffee is quite a warm sweetness as well, make this like a hug, make this so comforting to me. I love it. I just find it so comforting, and then the patchouli in it really helps this have projection and last and makes it a little bit interesting as well. So it's one of my favourite perfumes. It doesn't last like all day. You do have to keep topping it up. And that's the only thing that I find sad about it. But it's well worth it, and you can often get it at really good prices as well. As always, I'll put the links down below to where you can buy this at good prices, where you can buy all the products I mentioned. If you find that the sweetness of Jimmy Choo Eau de Parfum, that toffee, is too much, then the Eau de Toilette is a really beautiful pear, and the pear comes through even more. I'd say it's the absolute main note in the Eau de Toilette. But the Eau de Toilette has like a really nice orchid, slightly rosy scent, so it's very, very fresh, very light, very pretty, very innocent smell. It has a little bit of ginger in. Mixing with the pear at first makes it come across very zesty and fresh, but then it settles into this beautiful pear. It is of course an eau de toilette, so you're going to want to keep topping it up, but if you just want a light, simple pear fragrance, then Jimmy Choo Eau de Toilette is definitely one of the nicest way you can get it, in my opinion. They also made quite a similar perfume in their Jimmy Choo Blossom Special Edition. This again is pear as the main note, but it has hibiscus, lily of the valley, some musky notes, so it's not quite as light and delicate as Jimmy Choo Eau de Toilette. It's a bit more hard-hitting, but it's still quite fresh, and it's a floral pear again. Probably one of the sort of purest way to get a pure pear perfume is from the Marc Jacobs Splash range. Their pear has musk and freesia with it, which freesia especially really complements pear because it's that same autumnal warm smell. So this is a pretty feminine pear. These are quite affordable as well, so you can get them at quite good prices. But pear, you know, really is all about the pear. It's called pear. It's all about pears. So this is the type of thing that you could definitely, yeah, definitely for a pear fan. And quite similar actually, Springtime in the Park from Maison Margiela replica range. I just did a video on all of these. This one smells like Springtime in the Park. So again, it's lily of the valley and musk with the pear. So those light, pretty, like, you know, park times floral notes, and then this warm pear, but very fresh, watery, uplifting smell. It's not fruity, it's very fresh, and it is like Springtime in the Park. It's very nice, but again, very, very light eau de toilette, you know, not heavy going. The Guerlain Aqua Allegoria range has a perfume where pear is the star of the show. It's called Pear Granita, and it has lots of citrus notes in with the pear. Grapefruit, lemon, bergamot and pear. So to me, this is a citrusy pear, as you'd expect. It isn't as pure pear as you'd expect from the name, which makes it look like it's going to be all pear, and the liquid is kind of pinky, but then it has all these citrus notes in as well. So great if you love citrus, but if you're looking for a pure pear, then this isn't the one. This is more bringing out the freshness and fruity zestiness of a pear. Of course, Jo Malone have their very well selling English Pear and Freesia, one of their best sellers from their range, Jo Malone London that is. This, one of my friends wears this, and you can really smell it on her, which is very rare for a Jo Malone London perfume. I think you top it up once during the day, but you can smell it. You do have to get quite close, but then you can smell it, so it does last quite well. And I can't say that for all of the Jo Malone London ones. You guys know they can be a bit like overpriced in terms of the payoff from the fragrance, but this one is a bit of an exception. So this is a very Freesia-y floral freshness, and then the pear is sort of making it warm and comforting and almost a little bit creamy, but it's very feminine, very womanly and pretty smell. One which is pure pear is H&M's Pear. Bursting with Juice, it's called, Pear by H&M. This literally just has pear in, there's no other note, so it's just a pure pear. Of course, very light, all of these, but very cheap as well. So if you are a true pear lover, then this is about as pure as pear as you're gonna get. One perfume that I actually used to own, and I was looking for it, I think I must have thrown away the empty bottle, which was silly of me, I need to start keeping them, is Gorgeous Gardenia from the Flora range, Gucci Flora. This, of course, is very gardenia-y, but it's peary as well, so it's warm, but then it has this very fresh floral of the gardenia. It also has frangipane and berries in, which make this a bit interesting and do take away from the pear a little bit, because pear is such a delicate note. You don't want to mix it with something as dominant as frangipane, but they have done. So gardenia is the star of the show, the name is correct, but then pear is like the second note, closely followed by that frangipane and berries. The new Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle is very vanilla-y, just like Classique, but whereas Classique is a powdery vanilla, La Belle is a warm pear vanilla. So this is very taking vanilla and bringing out the warm vanilla pod sense of a vanilla rather than the sweet, you know, candy side of a vanilla. This is very warming, very womanly, and good for lasting, as all the Jean Paul Gaultier ones are, and very cool, innovative bottle, you know, cute, kind of like an upgraded version of original Classique. So I think I prefer this to Classique. It's a bit more modern way of getting vanilla. So if you feel like vanilla, you like pear, then this is the one for you, La Belle. They also used pear in their Scandal perfume that came out a couple of years ago. This one is a very honey perfume with pear. Now honey and pear go very well together. They're both very warm. They're both like a light creamy warmness, and this perfume is very light, like it's not particularly good for lasting. But again, if you're looking for something subtle, warm, feminine, perhaps for work or during the day, then this honey pear is a very nice, soft, creamy, delicate perfume. Along a similar vein is L'Eau de Issey Nectar from Issey Miyake. This is a perfume and it's much stronger than a Scandal because it has those Issey Miyake undertones, which are amazing for lasting and add an almost powdery aquatic freshness to the perfume that lasts all day. But then pear is brought to the forefront here, so it has this very warm note. It has honey and rose as well, and they really complement each other. This is a very classy smell. Nectar is definitely the right word. It's like that pure honey pear nectar. It's like if they were to make a honey out of pear, this is kind of what it would smell like, but you do get good payoff, good value for money. So I do really rate all the L'Eau de Issey range. They really do last well. And at Goutel have their Petit Cherie. Now this is peach, green notes and pear. So it has this like freshly mown grass green note, this peachy pear, and it's young, you know, Petit Cherie. It's a very young name. It's fun, it's light, it's feminine, it's girly. This could definitely be worn by a young girl with that fun peach note in, that delicate pear. Again, it's very daytime, very delicate, very warm, very feminine. Anais brought out an edition called Premier Delicie, which is pear, but it's like a chocolatey, well, cacao pear that they put in here. So quite different to the original, which is super powdery, but quite good for lasting, just like the original Anais is. So an interesting one. You know, I'm not 100% sure about mixing cacao and pear as your main notes, but that's what they did. So one to try if you're an Anais fan, if you like Cacharel. Ralph Lauren's Big Pony range number 3 is pear and mimosa, so very light, very fresh, but they're a little bit warmer. So these quite good value, though I think they might have been discontinued now. But yeah, very simple, easygoing pear mimosa. One that I thought I would throw in here is Jadore, which of course is this pretty floral melon, but it does have pear in. So I did want to include it here, even though it's not the main note. The main note is that jasmine melon. There is pear in here, which gives it a nice warm scent. And then also Victoria's Secret Bare Vanilla Noir is pear and vanilla. So that fruity sweetness, that Victoria's Secret smell, of course it's sweet and sexy, but then it's warm and peary as well. And this of course it comes as like a body spray, like £10, so a nice sweet pear there. So that's my rundown, guys. I definitely think the Jimmy Choo perfumes are the best pairs on the market at the moment, along with a couple of these others that I mentioned, but definitely get Jimmy Choo Eau de Parfum if you love toffee and sweet perfumes, and if you like delicate fresh perfumes, then get the Eau de Toilette. They're both really good value and they smell amazing, so I love them. I can't recommend them enough. But that's it, guys. So do let me know your favorites in the comments and add other ones that you'd put on the list here as well. Do hit the like button if it was any good, any helpful, and subscribe if you're not already. But that's it, guys. So thanks so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.